This is the first day of school this year. How exciting!
And here's my little boy.
This is our little first grader. Are you excited, Jordan?
The house is going to be very empty without him. This year he's going to school and he's very excited. He's got all his stuff. Our little chump is growing up. He's going to school. Look at the camera.
Are you excited, Jordan?
Yeah.
You got all your stuff. Welcome to Eagle Valley Amish School here in northwestern Montana. We have grades 1 through 8. Eagle Valley School has been going almost since the community started way back in the early 90s. Of summer vacation and the start of the new school year is always so much fun and exciting. The boys get to see their friends and their cousins, and the first day is usually a bit confusing because each child has to find their own desks, and usually the dads are there to make sure that the desks are fitted perfectly to their child.
It's about right, isn't it? I guess so. If it's too high, then we'll change it later. You're in the road.
What? Did you get the rest of that? That is so strange. Yeah. Okay.
Need an adjustment?
Hi, Jordan. Well, the children are all in there getting ready for their very first day of school. We just dropped the boys off at school and I'm about ready to make myself a cup of coffee. My brother and his wife just bought a cow and they had a lot of extra milk. So we were blessed with about 3 gallons of organic cow's milk. What am I going to do with all that milk? But here is some of it. There's a lot of cream on top, and I'm going to use it for my coffee. The first day of school is always a half day. So I know the boys will be home for lunch, and they're going to be hungry. They always are. So the first thing I'm going to do is get lunch ready. And then remember a week or so ago when I made 6 loaves of bread? Well, almost all of it is eaten. And it's just the first day of school. So that's also what I'm going to do. But the first thing is I need to get lunch over so that when the boys come home from school, they have something to eat. And I want to show you here. I'm going to have some mashed potatoes, and I took out a pack of elk burger to make some meatloaf for lunch. So I'm going to mix together, put it in the oven so it's ready when the boys come home, because I know when they walk into this house, they're going to be hungry. This is going to be good. Just look at all these tomatoes and onions. Today I'm making salsa, and I've got my work cut out, and I know I'm going to be busy most of the day. It's the second day of school, so the boys are in school, Marvin's off to work. I'm here at home by myself, which feels a little bit strange because I'm used to having the boys around, doing their thing, playing. To be here by myself, I feel like with no one here, I can actually get some work done. This is what I'm going to be doing this afternoon. I'm going to be making salsa. And the recipe for this salsa that I'm using is from a lady that I follow on YouTube. Her name is, I think her name is Ruth Ann. She's homesteading with the Zimmermans. But first, I'm going to enjoy the salad I made. It's cottage cheese, chicken breasts, and just a bunch of vegetables. I just love my food processor. It makes my job so much easier. I wanted to show you just how nicely it shreds my tomatoes. It's not diced perfectly square, but it's good enough. Every year, our church has a school auction in the spring where we sell stuff for our upcoming school year to help pay for the expenses. And we make a delicious dinner for the auction. So us ladies get together, we make pies, we help each other get the food ready. If you haven't seen my videos about the school auction, go back and watch them. Almost every year, I get to shred the cabbage for the dinner that we make. Shredding cabbage, if you have about 10 to 15 head of cabbage that you have to shred, it can be one big mess. So I decided I'm going to get me a large food processor to help me with the job. So I got me this, it's called the Homtone food processor from Amazon. And so far it has helped a lot. And I'm doing salsa today. Without this food processor, my job would be so hard and would take a lot longer. So I am very thankful for it. I want the tomatoes as dry as I can get them. So I have 2 colanders here and 2 bowls. And what I'm going to do is just fill these up with the tomatoes and let them drain. Get all the excess juice out of these tomatoes as much as I can. This recipe comes from a lady that I follow. Their channel is called Homesteading with the Zimmermans. Her name is Ruth Ann Zimmerman, and I am using her recipe, and I really like it. I'm gonna put her link in the description, and you can go follow her too. She comes from the Mennonite, and she does a lot of cooking the way I grew up as well. The food processor I'm using is a 16 cup from Homtone. It comes with 7 different blades. It has made my job so much easier. I will make sure to put a link in the description and you can check it out. Well, I'm done with the shredding, and it didn't take me that long. There's 14 cups of shredded tomatoes to the recipe, so the next step is to measure out all the tomatoes. The next thing is, this is my last batch. I'm going to go around all the tops of the jars. I want to make sure the tops of the jars are completely clean when I put the lids on. And I go over it and just make sure everything is clean, and then I go over it another time before I put the lids on, just to check and make sure there are no cracks on the tops of these jars, because if there are, they won't seal. Salsa. It was dinner time and everyone was hungry. Peach crumb pie. It can't get better than that.